Hello and welcome back to the channel. In this video we're going to be taking a look at my 2009 Jeep Grand Cherokee. As you can see, when it was purchased, this is what the vehicle looked like. Kind of champagne, what they call silver is the color. It is an 09. It does have mileage in excess of 150,000. The headlights are a little bit faded. All of the black trim was very faded. And it is sitting on the original wheels and tires. The interior, however, was very clean. It actually had seat covers on it, it had floor mats in it, and when I removed the seat covers and the floor mats, as you can see from this photo, the interior was very clean. No stains on the seats, no issues with any of the floors, and I was easily able to steam everything and bring it back to a very good condition. So again, what you're noticing here is you're just looking at this trim and how faded out this trim is on the sides. In this photo, again, I'm pointing out the trim, but I also want you to take a look at the headlights, how foggy and occluded they are, the fog lights and how foggy and occluded they are, and then the front bumper trim and the other trim, around the vehicle. So the first thing I did was have a rough country 3-inch lift and level and installed a set of Falcon Wild Peak AT 33-inch wheels and tires. And here's how the vehicle looked after that. I did try to clean up the trim a little bit, but not as much as you'll see later on in the video. Also, the vehicle had a lot of decals on the rear window. I did have to take some Goo Gone and a razor blade to get all those off. And this is what the rear window looks like now. Next thing we're looking at here are headlight and fog light replacement. Again, this was the driver's side headlight, very occluded, barely see through it. When I bought the vehicle, I drove it home at night and barely could see. Passenger side doesn't look nearly as bad, but it is rough to the touch. And the fog light is basically not even usable. You can barely even see, as me holding it here, you can barely even see the bulb. To install the headlights and the fog lights, you do have to remove the front grille and the front bumper. This is not a very long process. It takes about 30 minutes to do that, and then you do have to separate the lower bumper from the upper bumper in order to remove and then install new fog lights. I did decide to purchase these headlights from Amazon. They included all the bulbs needed, so this was essentially plug and play. The headlight housing itself looked, in my opinion, a little better. Got rid of some of the chrome and the bright color and is more black along the bottom piece. And installation, again, straightforward, plug and play. The fog lights, I went with an amber color just to do something a little different. And again, these are very easy to install. This is what the vehicle looked like after the headlights were installed, as well as the fog lights. I think it looks much better. I think it gives the face a little bit more character. Next, we're going to be looking at step bars or running boards. I found and installed a set of APS iArmor aluminum running boards. These are made of completely aluminum, and in my opinion, this squared off shape really adds to what the Jeep Grand Cherokee looks like. I didn't really like the rounded Nerf bars very much and really feel like these complement the vehicle. They are corrosion proof, being aluminum, and they have these nice little slats for steps. And they are seamless. The welds look really good on these. Highly recommend these. Next, I decided to do some preventative maintenance. This is a list of everything that I had done on the vehicle. Nothing that really needed to be done, but I just feel like with the vehicle of its age and mileage that it was a good idea to get this stuff done. Overall cost was $535 to get everything done that you see here on this list. I'm sure you just read that I put a Flowmaster muffler on this Jeep Grand Cherokee, so let's see what that sounds like. Now that you've seen the final result, let's take a look at the overall cost. So as you can see here, this is a clear breakdown of what I paid for everything that you've seen. The Jeep itself, the lift kit and the tires, the internals, the preventative maintenance, the headlights, the fog lights, and the step bars. Grand total is shown, and I'm pretty happy with everything that I put into it and the final result for the vehicle. I think for the age and the mileage, I've done pretty well. And again, I'm going to point out the trim. I actually used a product I found on Amazon to restore all of this black trim around the sides and the front bumper, and I think it looks amazing when you compare it to the original photos that I showed at the beginning of the video. Please feel free to go back and take a look at those for comparison. I do have more in store for the Jeep. I would like to put in a light bar over the windshield, as well as the light pods over the hood, and as well on the rear, but I'm not sure where they're all going to go exactly, so I'm kind of still exploring that, and I'm still pricing out the lights, the LED lights themselves, as well as the switch panel and how that's all going to go. I do hope to cover all of that in a video later on, so please stay tuned. So thank you very much for watching, staying tuned in for the entire 7 minutes of the video. I appreciate it. Please like, please share, and please subscribe.